Hey guys, Catherine here. I videoed how I made this card and I think it turned out really well, but now I want to make an envelope for it to go into. And I haven't ever done an envelope from scratch myself before, so this will be an adventure. I'm sure there are plenty of videos on how to do envelopes out there, and they're not a very complex thing, but I haven't done them before myself, and this is a custom sized card, so it does need a custom sized envelope for it. And I figured, why not? I'd show you how I'm going to do an envelope too. It's not going to be super intense or complicated, but I do want to do it out of this lovely pink paper that I've got. So I think what I want to do, I've got a angle thing for this. And it just does fit perfectly for the 8.5, and I think, yeah, okay, 8.5 is gonna be a good size all the way around. So let me square this piece of paper off first, because I think that's gonna make it easier to work with. I'm not 100%, don't quote me on that. Sometimes I just do things, and if I mess it up, I've got plenty of cardstock so I can keep trying. Oops, that sounded loud. Go, marked it, cut it, put this aside for something. Don't know yet what, but I can use it for something, I'm sure. Alright, and that gives me a piece of paper that is 8.5 by 8.5, which I think will be more manageable for this envelope. Okay. So the first thing that I want to do actually is try and remember how big I made, or not envelope, card. Envelope, yes. Right, made it 5 inches. Okay. 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 So I think what I want to do is 8.5. Well, 8.5 minus 5 is 3.5. 3.5 divided by 2 is 1 1/4. So 1 1/4 from each side. Oh, nope, not all the way down. Just mark it. 1 1/4 and 1 1/4. And then I think I'm going to do that all the way around. 1 1/4. And 1 1/4. I'm kind of just shooting in the dark here, you know, working it out in my mind. I didn't think about how I wanted to achieve it ahead of time like I normally do. So this is just gonna be my process, figuring it out. Alright, so 1 1/4. So that gives me, well, an envelope that's square. It doesn't fit it this way. Or does it? Not quite. Okay, let's try instead then tossing that there and lining this up here. Or sliding this underneath and lining this up here. Hey, now, that might be what I need to do. Okay, so 1 1/4, and from there is 1 1/4. Now that, okay, so then pull this out and line it up here and do this at 1 1/4 and 1 1/4. No, that can't be right. No, okay. Okay. So I'm gonna need to do it at like 3 1/4. Alright, let's try going all the way around at 3 1/4 and seeing if that gives me the shape I want. 3 1/4, 3 1/4, 3 1/4. And this is going to give me a square envelope, and this is not quite square, but that's okay. There we go. Okay. And then that gives me a top and a bottom that are too tall. No problem. Now that I'm done marking this one all up, putting all kinds of marks where I don't want them to be, I'll grab a fresh sheet of paper and try again. Probably should have started off with something that wasn't quite so, well, wasn't a pink sheet to begin with, but whatever. Alright, so then try 3 1/2 on opposite sides and see what that gives me. 3 1/2. Go. Aha, that gives me enough space all the way around. Alright, so 3 1/4 on 2 sides and 3 1/2 on 2 other sides. Perfect. Okay, good. Now that I've got this all messed up and scarred in all sorts of different places, I'm going to actually do it for realsies this time. Okay, grab another pink sheet of cardstock. If I can, pull it out of the stack. And just go ahead and, nope, gonna have to pull that off, that's okay. Slide that up to the edges, square it again at 8 1/2. Cut it off. Double check. Yeah, 8 1/2. Cut it off at 8 1/2. Toss that aside for now. Put my triangle back on. Line it up to the edges. 3 1/4, and the opposite side at 3 1/4, and then this side at 3 1/2, and this side at 3 1/2. And then I have a nice square sheet that isn't all scarred up. There we go. And then that should give me, yeah, okay. And then I think what I want to do is cut these triangle edges out because they're going to get in the way. Go and always start cutting at the back of your scissors because the tip of your scissors will leave a little notch out, and it always just looks a little bit nicer and a little bit more professional if you don't have that notch cut into your paper. And it's a little stronger too because that notch creates a weak point that it can tear at. Okay, there we go. Tiny triangles of paper. Toss those aside. Can use them for something. Actually, do I want to put little pink corners on that? That might be kind of cute. I could put little pink corners on that. Or maybe on the inside. Yeah, I'll do those on the inside. Alright, I'll set this aside for the moment. And fold that up. And that over. And that over, and I don't see my corner rounder, but it would really be nice to have these corners rounded. Oh well, I've set it down somewhere and I can't find it. That's okay. No, it's not okay. I need to find it. I'm just going to be thinking about it until I find it. Maybe it's under things. Pens, pencils. No corner rounder. Maybe. Nope. I just need to give up. I'm just not going to find it. That's okay. I will find it later. It's not a big deal. All right. And now that it's folded up, just double check, make sure everything fits inside, and it does. Awesome. And then double-sided tape. Just kind of eyeball measure it, which is my favorite kind of measuring for anything. And take it and tape it right along the edge, and then fold it over and stick it down. And tape right along the edge. Eesh, that was a sound that happened. And fold it over and stick it down. And then that I will tape down once I've sealed the card in for goods. All right, and that gives me an envelope for my card. There we go. Let me know what you guys thought of that. That was a process. But now I know at least how to do cards or envelopes for this specific size of card. I'll have to figure it out each time I do a new one, but that's all right. Whatever. If you did like this video, I do videos like this all the time, so if you want to see more, you can go ahead and subscribe. And if you did really like it, you can also go ahead and hit the like button. Let me know that you liked it. And if you think that there's something I could have done differently, if you think that I could have done something better, absolutely let me know, because I'm always open to suggestions and new ideas, and I would be happy to hear about what you think. And there is a handy-dandy place to do that in the comments section below the video. So go ahead and leave a comment, because I would be happy to hear about those as well. Thank you for watching, and see you guys later. Bye!